Welcome back, everyone, to Pontos Fathom Hobbies. This is Season 23, Episode 2 of Time of Legends, Joan of Arc. We are playing the Wild Beast scenario from the Village Pack expansion. Do a quick flyover of the board. We'll recap round number 1 and jump into round number 2. Thank you for watching. Okay, we'll do a quick recap of round number 1 and we'll jump into round number 2. First up, we've got the cockatrice has consumed one of the mandragora and a sheep from the board. You can check out the painting videos we've done for this and for the griffin. Griffin also has consumed one of the thickets and a sheep as well. So these wild beasts are ravaging the land side, the farmscape here. We've also activated, the peasants have gone to the well to activate the unicorn that can work on our behalf. Unicorn's powers are, unicorn is able to, has 5 hit points. When an attacker defending it, turn 1 white die miss into a result of our choice. We've got bowmen, animals, and peasants on the board. We've also got our farmhouse, so we will jump into round number 2. But first, a quick message from our sponsor. Pontos Fathom Hobbies is brought to you by the books that we produce. We've got a bookstore link down in the description where you can check out the 6 volumes of August Moldenhauer and Giuseppe Balsamo's tattoo journals out of Lovecraft's Providence. You can get them as individual issues or in the omnibus edition. We've also got the Pontos Fathom podcast lecture series where we have books like the Esoteric Dragon Mysteries and the Esoteric Saturn Mysteries, decoding Saturn in astrological, mythic, and occult traditions. Also, Alchemy and Anthroposophy in the Dune Saga, looking at those alchemical and anthroposophical themes that make Frank Herbert's saga so classic and why it resonates with us. You can visit the Pontos Fathom Press channel where you can get reviews of all these books. Or check out our Patreon. We've got August Moldenhauer's Artificial Psychoanalysis of Desiring Machine Saga. And we've got our Las Carcosa, Dead Sons 11, Quantum Locksmith Saga, and the Killing with Bogman Saga as well. And finally, our newest saga, The Alchemical Courtship in the Dreamlands, taking place in H.P. Lovecraft's Dreamlands. Each book takes place in a different dreamland city. Aimless takes place in Cellophase, Hope's Home, and Dalethleen. And the rest of the books, first couple books are out this year. Other books will be coming out later this year, beginning of next year. Thank you guys for watching. Check out the bookstore link. Now back to our show. Okay, let's jump into round number 2. First off, we'll get our war chest out. I think I'm going to give everyone additional power tokens. So you can add these power tokens for our different activities. We'll get 2 each for our players, and then we'll also flip over our activation tokens. Let's see how many activation tokens we get here. Last round we have 3. This round also 3. So we'll give 3 out. Actually, I can clean these up from the board. 3. 3. Okay, so we've got our activation tokens in place. We will start at the top of the lineup with the Griffin. Well, Griffin here will activate again. Let's have him. He's able to, let's see, the Griffin. Griffin can perform a charge from the sky, so let's have him consume this token, this Mandragora, another Mandragora he can consume, and we'll also use a second activation for him to move. Let's see, where can he move? He'll go up to the sky and he can come down on this sheep as well here. So we can consume a second sheep as well. Okay, so let us move now to the cockatrice. Cockatrice will also move to consume this cow, consuming 1 cow to add to his score. And he will also be attacking the peasants. So we've got cockatrice versus the peasants. It doesn't seem like much of a match here. This giant monstrous chicken versus these tiny guys. But let's do it. Cockatrice gets yellow, yellow, and white. And our peasants will roll a white for defense. We get an attack victory from the cockatrice, but we'll push our peasants. We'll push our peasants 1 back with that push move. So that will be that. Let's go ahead now to our activations for. Let's move our bowman. We'll activate our bowman here. We'll also activate our. Let's see, what can we move? Our horses. Let's activate these. I kind of want to consolidate them a bit, and we can activate here. We'll move. Let's move our peasants here. We'll also do an activate on our sheep, so we can move this sheep 1 to here. We can move this sheep 1 to here. Our unicorn will activate to move to attack this cockatrice. So the unicorn attacks. Unicorn has the following. Cockatrice has the following as well. So let's go ahead and roll. Unicorn versus cockatrice. Cockatrice gets 1 attack on the unicorn. So we will, unicorn gets 1 attack on the cockatrice. So cockatrice takes 1 damage, and that's also going to count as 1 victory point for the forces. Just so you guys can see this. Unicorn versus cockatrice, maybe a little better than the peasants versus the cockatrice. Let's go now to the bowmen versus the cockatrice. So these bowmen are able to fire here. Bowmen have 2 yellows versus 2 white. At the start of the game, to receive stakes as bonus action, you can place stakes. So we can place those stakes later, but for now, let's go ahead with this. Okay, so we get 1 attack and 1, so we get an attack to the attack and a shield to the push. So another damage taken by the cockatrice from our bowman. Let's do 1 more bowman attack. We get a push shield. The cockatrice will get pushed to here as well. Okay, and then let us also move them. We've moved them. Let's have our bowman here moving to here. We put our movement on horses. So our horses are moved. Our horse, it's not a horse, it's a cow. So that'll be our activations for the round. Let's see who else we can move. They're out of range now. Oh, actually, we can have this go against the griffin. So we can have the 3rd set of bowmen attack the griffin. The griffin also has 2 white defense. When attacking, a shield becomes a wound. And we block 1 push, but we do get a push, so we can push the griffin 1 space out of the way. So we've got bowman attack, bowman attack, bowman attack. And that will be all of our activations for the round. So let's go into our camp phase. We'll clean up our tokens. Okay, so at the end of round number 2, we have 1, 2, let's just check the score here. We've got We've got one victory point for one, two, three victory points. 4, 5, oh, 6 victory points. Okay, so we've got 3 and 3 victory points for our cockatrice and our griffin. Our human players, their victory points are counted in how many animals survive the attacks. So we will move our indicator to round number 3, and we'll do a quick flyover of the board, and we'll see you in the next round. Thank you guys for watching.